Hello everybody and welcome to this class in which you are going to mastering how to identify and when to use those ed versus ing adjectives and know how works the future perfect tense. So first, what we have here is that the learning goals of this session. First, you're going to know when to use ed adjectives like bored and when to use ing adjectives like boring, and you will master the difference and avoid those common mistakes that happen at the moment to talk. And in future perfect tense, you are going to discover how to talk about actions that will be completed by a specific time in the future. So the structure that you're going to use is will have plus past participle. So first, the golden rule of the ed against ing. With ed, you need to be aware that you're going to use these adjectives at the moment to say how do you feel. So this is when the person is experiencing the emotion, and in ing is when you're going to describe what has that feeling. So in this case could be a thing, a movie, a book that is creating the emotion. So here we have a simple memory trick. If you, si tú, have the feelings, tienes el sentimiento, use id. But if something else is giving you the feeling, use ing. We're going to be more clear with that after seeing those examples. First, example number 1. The movie was bored. This is wrong because we're using ed, but you are not feeling bored. You are saying that the movie, that is a thing, was bored. So instead of use ed, you need to use ing. The movie caused boredom. That's why you put ing. I am very excited about the trip. As you can see, I am very excited. You're not talking about something else, you're talking about you. I am very excited. Yo estoy muy emocionado por el viaje. Even though the thing that is exciting you is the trip, you are describing how do you feel. So that's why you need to put ing. That's why you need to put id, sorry. So you're feeling the excitement. Example number 3. The lesson was confusing. So the student felt confused. As you can see here, we have both types of adjectives in one sentence. The lesson was confusing, something totally, completely different from the person, the lesson. And the students feel confused, both form in one sentence. Now continue with the common mistakes that you need to avoid. First, the idea that you can not mixing feelings and causes. So it's wrong to say I'm boring at work today because you are trying to say the two things in one sentence. I'm boring at work. So you just need to say I'm bored at work because you are talking about you. Ed for things. This book is interested. No, this book is interesting because you are describing how the book is, and forgetting to put ed when you are describing people. So instead of she is a tired person after work, no, she is a tired person after work. So now here we have a little bit of practice, so the idea that you can fill up with the answer and then put it in the comments what are the answers of those exercises. Interesting, exhausting, inspiring, and motivated. Future perfect. What are the forms and the structure? So first, you need to know that you need to have a subject. I, you, we, they, she, he, it. And then you are always used to help, will have, and the past participle. So here we have the formula, that is subject, will have, and past participle. Example, by 2025 she will have graduated from university. By 2026 I will have finished my contract from the job. When do we use future perfect? First, when our action completed before a specific time in the future. By the next month I will have finished the project. Para el mes que viene ya habré finalizado mi proyecto. Next, to show duration up to a future point. By June they will have lived here for 10 years. The idea is that here you can show how much time have you spent in a place or doing something. So another example could be, by December I will have course all the materials of my subject. To predict completions, so by the time you arrive we will have eaten dinner. So the idea is that you here are predicting completions, things that happen at the time of something. So by the time you arrive we will have eaten dinner. So some key theme markers are by next week, next month, by June, by January, by the time before, by then. Now we have here some practice that I'm going to let you 2 or 3 minutes to complete it, and then we're going to share the answers. So first, by 5 p.m. I will have completed all my work. As you can see, we are saying that by 5 p.m. we have finished all of our homework. By 2030, scientists will have discovered, habrán descubierto una cura. Before you wake up, I will have left. Antes de que tú te despiertes, yo ya me habré ido para el aeropuerto. So the idea that you need to remember perfect, use future perfect when you want to emphasize that something will be finished before a specific moment in the future. So now this is our last quiz. So the idea is that you can know what the answer is and compare it with what you have thought that was the answer, but as you can see it could be wrong.